Oh my god, we have so many cards. You have to do something about this.
Oh, come on. There aren't that many. Okay. Alright, there's that many.
Can't we just get rid of some of these older ones?
Oh yeah. There's gonna be a rotation soon anyways. What sets are those from? Which cards?
Kingdra?
Oh yeah, Legends Awakened, he's gone.
Uxie?
Yeah, he's LA too. He's out.
Machamp?
Machamp's out. Stormfront is gonna get rotated. It's gonna be Platinum on. If they're before Platinum, just dump them. Alright. We're making some progress. Alright, I think we can have almost this entire table cleaned up by the end of the day. Let's just get rid of everything that's rotated. Alright, that's all of them. Right in this box. See? Told you we'd clean the table.
Josh, the format is Majestic Dawn on.
What?
You're Reggie Rocket with my nonsense and hopeless Poke projects. You won't stop till you're about to the top with all the hot bits. Hit with the metagame train, the reigning top kid's at the top of his game, and you can't hit on top this. You want the best tricks? I suggest you profit. You want a mess split? I suggest you profit. Once we started rolling, you know you can't stop it. Let's go and get some lessons from JWittz and Profit. Yeah.
So, as you guys may or may not know, every year or so, Pokemon Organized Play does what's called a rotation. They take out a few of the sets from the oldest sets of play out of legal play. This is done to ensure that more packs are bought, the format stays interesting, and the same decks don't keep winning and winning. Last season, Pokemon USA made a shocking statement. For the very first time, they decided that there wasn't going to be any rotation at all. So, the amount of sets that were actually legal for play became huge. It started with 9 and ended with 13. We all speculated on what the format change was going to be at the end of this season, and we all thought that it was going to be a bigger rotation to make up for the fact that there wasn't one last year. However, to all of our surprises, instead of a Platinum on rotation, it ended up just being Majestic Dawn, with only 4 sets being rotated. So, what does this mean for next year's format? I'm going to go over each set and tell you guys what cards we're going to lose.
First up is Diamond and Pearl. We really don't lose many important cards from here, but the big one leaving us from Diamond and Pearl is Dusknoir, whose Dark Palm Pokepower has served as a fantastic tech in Stage 2 decks for 3 seasons now. The other semi-important card to this format that we lose is Torterra Level X. Torterra variants have been shooting up in popularity after a Torterra Flygon list won Germany's Nationals, and it looks like Nationals and Worlds will be the last time this card gets to compete. Next up is Mysterious Treasures. Alakazam is a small loss as a novelty tech in Stage 2 decks. Before Power Spray, he was the first card to let you block out powers in someone else's turn, and now he's finally leaving the format. Another semi-important Pokemon leaving is Azelf, who is an integral part of a ton of different lock decks. Azelf played a great role in slowing basic decks like SP and decks like Regigigas and Palkia Lock, and he's still going to see a lot of presence at Nationals as a tech card in decks like Gardevoir and Jumpluff. With SP's Rising Power next format, Azelf MT will be missed. Speaking of locks, Mr. Mime will also be leaving the format. Mr. Mime is an important counter against low energy decks, and saw play in any kind of hit and switch deck, like Cursegar, Shuppet, and Magnezone. As far as trainers go, we also lose Night Maintenance, which is a fundamental recovery card in every non-SP deck. The Pop 8 and Pop 9 packs haven't been announced for release in the next format, so we probably won't be getting that Night Maintenance or Roseanne's Research from those sets as well. We also lose Multi-Energy, which was a nice tech card to run in a lot of speed decks, and he still sees play in almost all Jumpluff builds. And now let's move on to Secret Wonders. At long last, Gardevoir Gallade leaves the format after a 3rd season. Gardy Gallade is a great combo, and single-handedly dominated the 2008 season by winning Nationals and Worlds. The deck has seen a small revival with Spiritomb and Double Colorless Energy this season, and will probably have some nice Nationals runs before it finally leaves the format. We also lose some lower stage Pokemon that are important in their new higher stage decks. The Skiploom from this set is important in Jump Bluff for its hit and switch ability, and the Trapinch in this set was a fundamental piece to Flygon Lock decks, which used Flygon X and Memory Berry with this Trapinch to claim 2nd and 3rd place at last year's Worlds. Also gone is one of the most important search cards of the past few formats, Roseanne's Research. Up until Heart Gold Soul Silver's release, Roseanne's Research was seen in almost 100% of decks. The ability to get basic Pokemon or basic energy ensured consistency, and while Pokemon Collector can replace most of what Roseanne's could do, Roseanne's was the only supporter aside from Cyrus's Conspiracy that guaranteed grabbing basic energy from your deck. And last, and most important, is the rotation of Great Encounters. One of the two most important cards leaving is Unknown G. Unknown G is the only way in this format to prevent an effect-based attack on most Pokemon, and has a ton of reasons for increases and decreases in play over the past few formats. It was biggest against the Gengar Dusknoir era, as a counter to the Flygon Lock, and as a basic Pokemon's only way to prevent an auto knockout with Machamp. With Unknown G out of the format, Machamp will be able to one-hit KO 99% of all basic Pokemon in play for just 1 energy. The other most important card leaving is the ultimate draw power and consistency booster Claydol. Claydol's Cosmic Power was one of the best draw powers of our recent time, and he's seen huge play in the 3 seasons he's been in, including being in the past 2 World Championship decks. Claydol gives all non-SP decks the draw and speed they need to keep up with the format, and with Claydol's rotation, non-SP decks will be a huge step slower in the next format. Felicity's drawing also leaves, which plays a fundamental role in Regigigas and Gyarados for its discarding power, and Moonlight Stadium also leaves, which is a big role in most Psychic decks played today. So, that's everything that leaves us. What does this mean for the upcoming format? If you were getting tired of SP-dominated events, you're really going to hate the next format. The only card SP variants lose is Unknown G, but they still have the Cyrus engine and all of the Team Galactic's inventions to power them. And most lists will start including Toxicroak G Psychic again in order to counter Machamp. Another deck that'll break out next format will be Sableye, as it retains 99% of its cards, just like SP, and without Claydol, locking your opponent's draws and top decks will be even easier. Machamp lists are slowed because they no longer have Claydol, but your opponent no longer has Unknown G, so you might be able to give the even more powerful SP lists a decent run for their money. Gengar Stormfront lists will also increase too, because without Unknown G, they can Shadow Room anyone they want every turn, and you will no longer have Claydol to get rid of the trainers that build up his Poltergeist attack.
So that's my wrap up on all the cards that we're going to lose in the rotation, and how I think the beginning of the season is going to play out. What do you guys think about the rotation? Be sure to leave your comments and commentary in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to the JWittz if you haven't to get the latest in Profit news. As always, thanks for watching Profit, and have a nice weekend. Peace!
Today's information-filled Profit episode was brought to you by Stop2Shop.com, and they've got a special offer for you. If you use the coupon code PROF-IT, all caps, you get 15% off your full order. Stop2Shop.com offers a wide selection of decks, packs, single cards, sleeves, and they offer $1.99 shipping for up to 100 single cards. Be sure to check them out for your Pokemon card needs, and thanks for sponsoring Profit.